Welcome to News from Down Home, where I talk about news from my hometown of Princess Anne, Maryland, in Somerset County. My family moved there from Western Pennsylvania in 1903. I spent my young childhood there up to the age of 13 when my family moved away from my father's job. But I have lots of roots, lots of roots there. I have lots of family buried there and lots of family still living there. So our roots are deep in Somerset County. I want to talk to you about the Marylander and Herald, which was the paper of record until the 1980s. And on Monday morning, May 9th, 1916, they had some interesting news items about people visiting each other. And this was their version of Facebook and Instagram. It just didn't come out as often as we have ours come out. We go on it all day long. They can only get it a couple of times a week. But so Dr. Charles T. Fisher and Mr. Arthur Powell spent part of last week in Baltimore. Miss Elsie Cox of Baltimore spent part of last week with friends in Princess Anne. Mrs. George H. Myers entertained the Ladies' Card Club on Monday night of last week. Mr. and Mrs. John B. Fleming left yesterday, that's Monday, for a visit to relatives in New York. Mrs. Victoria Whittington of Baltimore was the guest of Mrs. William F. Langford last week. Mrs. Estelle Bataille, who has been the guest of Mrs. T.J. Smith, has returned to her home in Pungoteague, Virginia. And so, if you knew about any of these people or knew about their descendants, um, just please let me know what happened to them. We know anything about them. Um, like Mr. and Mrs. Ellis Ford, who've been spending the last 4 months in Kentucky, Indiana, and Ohio, are visiting Mrs. Ford's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Z.W. Townsend, on Beckford Avenue. Just very interesting stuff to me. I'd like to know about these people. Do you hear anything? So let's go to an important structure in Somerset County, um, the Mount Zion Memorial Church. Now, this is known as the Mount Zion Methodist Episcopal Church or the Mount Zion United Methodist Church. It's an historic Methodist Episcopal church. It's a single-story, symmetrically planned T-shaped timber frame structure constructed in 1887 and remodeled in 1916. It features a three-story entrance tower with an open belfry, and it served the African American community along Polk Road in northern Somerset County. Its design is attributed to architect Benjamin D. Price, who sold church plans by catalog orders, and it was registered on the National Register of Historic Places in 2007. So it has interesting background. The stone is inscribed with two names: Reverend H.T. Rich, who was the minister in 1887, and Reverend R.C. Hughes, the minister during the remodeling in 1916. So if you're familiar with either of those names or those people, please let me know anything you know about them. I'd love to hear about them. So um, now, it's architecturally significant because it's intact and it survives as one of a small collection, maybe only 16, of late 19th, early 20th century African American churches in Somerset County. So, the formation of a Methodist community, rural black population in Polk's Road of Hungary Neck dates to the closing years of the Civil War. Until the 1980, the original meeting house stood at this location. So thought it's very interesting. If you happen to be down there, 29071 Polks Road, Princess Anne, Somerset County, please let me know. The building is still there. I'd like to know about that. And if you're interested in this kind of thing, I'm studying Somerset County history now. I'm actually reading Old Somerset by Clayton Torrance. So that's a really good book. It's free on archives, Internet Archives. So it is available. Some of these books are very expensive, but I'm not be able to afford them. But the books that I can get for free or read at least less expensive, fascinating stuff. It's a place rich in history. So if you're ever on your way to Ocean City to go to the beach, or maybe Rehoboth, Delaware, or wherever it is you go, St. Michael's, maybe you'll run down to Somerset County and take a look at some of these historic buildings. I think you'll be interested if you like history. Thank you.